training is such a broad, vast, overused and abused topic in our business and industry. I hear often, it's a common sentiment, agents are maybe new in the business, younger, or, sometimes even more experienced, and they say they're lacking what they need. They're not getting enough training. And, when I hear that, my first thought is, what brokerage are they in, and who is the leadership within that brokerage? And the reason that's my first thought is, you can make booklets and come up with concepts and read things and repurpose it and, develop all kinds of training portals and classrooms. Everybody's technically capable of this. But one cannot lead someone where one has not been themselves. And that is the differentiator between brokerages that have high-level training available to their agents and brokerages that do not. Most brokerages are not owned and led by people who have been at the top of the class in the real estate industry for decades. That's a bold statement, but that is what is a fact at Royal LePage and Royal LePage Northstar. In our brokerage, what does it mean to have training? Well, I would say it's not, you can't define it by, some weekly class that we have, or some, booklet we've made, or something we've created. Well, we do have all of those things. We have, weekly training. We got things that are available for more seasoned agents, and we got things that are specifically designed for, newer agents. Training is just something that goes on and on and on a daily basis. Sometimes you have a need, and that need is not Tuesday at 10 a.m. when training class is scheduled for. That need is Thursday at 6:30 in the evening when you're in the middle of a tough negotiation and you've been brought an offer and you've never seen something like this before and you're unsure how to handle it. That is the moment for training. That is when someone needs help. And how does a scheduled Tuesday morning class help you in that moment? Well, possibly it could, because possibly you've heard a concept or been taught something that you're able to remember. But training, in our view, is not contained to a specific day or a specific time. It is something that is always available, because our brokerage is run by people who have done nearly everything in this industry. And these people are nearly always available, whether it's David Rochelle, arguably the greatest manager in the Lower Mainland, Ray Enkenna, one of the most successful agents in all of British Columbia for decades, or myself, who's been around for 21 years, and I've seen a lot of things as well. These are the people that are responsible, and others, for all of our training. And, it's my belief that when an agent says, I need training available, not only does it need to come from someone who's walked the walk and seen all the things, but it can't be contained to a booklet or a web page or a classroom. It's got to be available in the moment of need. And oftentimes the moment of need is at some obscure time when you're in a negotiation and you need that little edge or that little hint or that little piece of advice that helps you navigate the thing that you've never navigated before. But the good news is in our brokerage, chances are you won't find a situation that hasn't been navigated before by the leadership and the team that we have. So that's kind of what I think training is. It's hard to define. I don't like to put it into one little thing. Bottom line is you got to have people who've been there and done that. We certainly have the people. And then you got to have the mindset that it doesn't end. It's always on. It's always available. And while we encourage all of our people to, take our agent mastery program and use our online university and come to our, bi-weekly training sessions that we typically run, these things are all important. But then sometimes you just need that little nugget at 7 p.m. on a Friday night, or, whatever you're working on your deals. And our training is available at those times because our people, our high level, highly experienced people, are available when you need them most.